and the Todd Family YouTube video, wherever you are, whatever you may be doing. Thank you so much for making Ref Brandon and the Todd Family part of your day. We always greatly appreciate it. If you jump on here live here on this Monday evening, feel free to leave a comment in the comment section down below. Make sure to give the video a like, a thumbs up. If you have not yet subscribed, please do so and share the video on all social media platforms. And I apologize for interrupting Raw for all of you wrestling fans out there, but I've been so busy today, I just have not had a chance to do a video yet. Good evening, Kevron, and always thank you for stopping by, as you just about always do. And every day is a good day to have a Clemson Tiger fan here on the channel. But I figured by the time Raw goes off, it's going to be too late to do a video, because I know most folks have to work in the morning, so you might be in the bed by 11 o'clock or 11:30 on a Monday night. But I do want to talk some wrestling. Now, I know yesterday I talked about Great American Bash. Today I'm going to talk about Saturday night's main event, and I'm going to talk about Evolution. So I still got to talk about AEW's All In from Saturday. I may not do it tomorrow. I just don't know if I want to discuss wrestling 3 straight days, because I know there's people on here that are not wrestling fans. So if I don't do it tomorrow, I'll do it sometime before the week is over. But I'm just not sure if I want to do wrestling 3 straight days or not. But first, let's talk about main event. We had Randy Orton defeating Drew McIntyre. Solo Sikoa beat Jimmy Uso. That was for the United States Championship. LA Knight beat Seth Rollins. Hey there, I'm going to hope your name is Saud if I'm pronouncing that wrong. I apologize. LA Knight beat Seth Rollins. And then we had, of course, Gunther beating Goldberg. Now, there was 2 big stories that came out of main event Saturday night. And I'm going to hope your name is pronounced Achaku. If not, I apologize. And no, I have never played Fortnite in my life. Thank you for asking. If I did, I would jump on and play with you, but I've never played Fortnite in my life. I wouldn't have a clue on what to do. The 2 big stories came out of the main event Saturday night. One was the fact they went ahead and announced that at SummerSlam we're going to see a tag team match of Randy Orton and Jelly Roll against Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul. Hey there, McNuggets. Glad to have you here. And the other big story was the Seth Rollins injury. Now, they have not said yet what the extent of the injury is, but even if he just tweaked his knee, if you tweak your knee, you're out for a minimum of 6 months. So even if he is out for the minimum of 6 months, you're talking about he won't be back until mid-January, and that's best case scenario. So your first question is, what are they going to do with Bronson and Braun during this absence? Are they just going to quietly disband this faction? Because if you watch wrestling, you know that they quietly disbanded Damage Control because you had 1 that got released, and then you had 3 that was out hurt. So they just got rid of them and didn't bring it up. Hey there, it's Smokey. Glad to have you here. And hey there, Gordak. Glad to have you here. And I would rather watch a tree grow. Smokesy, thank you for asking. So the first question is, what do you do with Bronson and Braun? Do you just disband the faction, or do you have them just be a normal tag team, or what do you do? Second question is, what about the Money in the Bank? Because if they decide he's going to be out for a year, well, the Money in the Bank contract is going to be up before he comes back. So do you just let Bronson or Braun have it, or do you just have Seth Rollins forfeit it? You know, what do you do? And hey there, Carrie. Glad to have you here. And Gordak, I am a referee for independent professional wrestling. Thank you for asking. I don't recall bringing that up in tonight's video, but I never mind when somebody asks me. But this week actually makes 18 years that I've been a independent professional wrestling referee. Now, the Goldberg retirement really is not much of a story because he had told us 2 weeks ago this is his last match, so really it shouldn't be a story because we expected it. Now, the fact that it went 14 minutes and Gunther made Goldberg look like a halfway decent wrestler should be a story because nobody's ever made Goldberg a good wrestler, but we know that Gunther is the best wrestler alive today, so should not expect anything different. And then Evolution, which in my personal opinion was the best PLE / pay-per-view of the weekend. That took place last night from Atlanta. We opened up with Becky Lynch defeating Lyra Valkyria Bailey in a triple threat match to retain the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Then we had Jacy Jayne defeating Jordynne Grace to retain the NXT Women's Championship. Story of that match was Blake Monroe turning on Jordynne Grace. So now there'll definitely be a feud between Jordynne and Blake Monroe. You could kind of see that coming. Then we had Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez retaining the women's tag team titles by defeating Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair, Zarya and Sol Ruka, and the Kabuki Warriors in a fatal four-way tag team match. Tiffany Stratton beat Trish Stratus to retain the women's championship. And if you didn't know that Trish was 52 beforehand, you couldn't watch that match and figure it out. She still moves like she's 32. Jade Cargill beat Naomi in basically a street fight. Stephanie Vaquer won the women's battle royal. Now she'll get a championship match coming up at the premium live event next month. And then the main event, which was Io Sky and Rhea Ripley for the women's world championship, they went probably 25 minutes, and then Naomi comes out, cashes in the briefcase, and Naomi is the new women's world champion. Me personally, I enjoyed it because you didn't see it coming, and that's supposed to be the point of wrestling. Hey there, Kawasaki. I'm going to hope that's your name. If not, I apologize. Glad to have you here on this Monday evening. Feel free to give the video a like and a thumbs up, and if you have not subscribed, please do so. But nobody saw this cash-in coming because, for one, Naomi is not on Raw. For two, they've been teasing. Thank you. I appreciate that. I try to wear this hat in all of my videos. I have one other hat that I wear on occasion, but I try to wear this one because I try to rep my Clemson Tiger gear in every video I do somehow. Some way. I know I have the Clemson stuff behind me, but it's not completely visible sometimes depending on the time of the day I do a video, so I try to wear this hat in every video that I do, so I appreciate your kind words. But Naomi, not only is she not on Raw, but also they've been teasing, hey there, Chris, that she was going to cash in on Tiffany. She was going to cash in on Tiffany, and plus she lost earlier in the night, so you thought she's done for the night. So I was surprised by it. That's the point of wrestling. There's supposed to be things you don't expect. There's supposed to be things you don't see coming. So when something I don't expect happens, I'm not going to complain because that's the point of wrestling. If it's all predictable and you know what's happening all the time, no point in watching. But I personally thought Evolution was the best PLE / pay-per-view of the weekend. And again, I'll talk about AEW's All In coming up sometime this week. It might not be tomorrow because I'm not sure if talking wrestling 3 straight days is the right way to go or not. Hey there, your local artist. Glad to have you here, but I will talk about it sometime this week. But the thing about Evolution was all the matches flowed great. There wasn't a lot of downtime between matches like there is at some PLE / pay-per-views. And this whole card got rewritten in the past month because of Liv Morgan's injury. So we don't really know what the original plans were because of her injury. But if you didn't watch wrestling on a regular basis and you decided to watch Evolution last night, you would never know that the whole card had to be rewrote due to an injury. So I think it's fantastic that they redid the whole card in the past month because of an injury, and it went down so good. Now we'll never know what the original plans were. All we know is with Liv Morgan being one of the tag team champions, obviously she was going to be on the card. So a lot of it got rewrote, but you'd never know. Any thoughts on any of this, please feel free to let me know. But let's go ahead and get our dad joke of the day in here. According to reports in the Chronicle, plans to build a new sardine factory in the town center have been canned. And that does it for today's Ref Brandon and the Todd Family YouTube video. Until next time, it's Ref Brandon saying, just like in pro wrestling, life can be over by the count of 3. Tell your friends and family how much you love them. Bye.